Hi, Venerable Lamo. Hi, Maria. Hi, Paul. Morning. We are on YouTube now. I'm going to step away just for 1 second to get YouTube. Okay. Hi, Peter.
Hi, everybody.
Morning.
Hi,
Hi,
Linda.
Naga. Good morning. Hi, Esther.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Monica, Jill, Laura. Hi, everyone. So good to
Morning.
see you all this morning.
Staying warm.
Yeah,
Linda, while we're waiting for people to join, may I put in a plug for our movie next
of
week?
course.
Oh, thank you. We were supposed to have the movie last evening, but it's been postponed till next Saturday, the 18th, and it's called Sites of the Holy Site, Sacred Sites of the Dalai Lamas. And it's really an important film if you're interested in the history of the Dalai Lamas or the history of our uh, Galupa tradition in Tibet. It's a kind of a travelogue of someone who goes to each of the sacred sites around Tibet. Some you've heard of and some you never have, but all are really, really important to the history of our tradition. So I would really encourage you to come next Saturday evening. We gather at 6:30 and it starts at 7 o'clock. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Elise. I hope to be there. It does sound like an amazing film.
It really is. I've learned so much just by watching it. And I've tried to do a little bit of background research to help you to get more out of watching the film. So I think it's a really valuable thing. Again, if you're interested in the history of our Buddhist tradition, the Galupa tradition, and the history of the Dalai Lamas. There's not a lot of talk about the Dalai Lamas, but they visit sites of the first and the second Dalai Lama, sites that all of the Dalai Lamas have benefited from over the years. So it's really informative in a really different way.
That's fantastic. I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Thank you for doing the films and providing some background and information for us to make them, to enrich them even more than they already are. So good morning, everybody. Geshe Gelik should be joining us shortly here on Zoom. And I just wanted to remind you that if you are on Zoom and can keep your camera on, that's wonderful because Geshe Gelik does like to see everyone. And he will have his view up as a gallery view. And since we'll have videos on, if you can refrain from doing anything you wouldn't do in the Gampa, like eating or sleeping and that sort of thing. We also have the YouTube option. So if it's easier for you to do YouTube or you prefer not to have video on, that's always a good option as well. But if you can be on Zoom with your video on, that's wonderful because it really makes it feel more like a class. And then we're all here participating in this class together. So we'll keep an eye out for Geshe Gelik to join us. But just want to say good morning to everybody and so glad that you're here and very, very glad that you all were able to join us online this morning since we are not offering in person today. We were just a little concerned that there might be black ice this morning, and we just want to make sure we keep everyone safe, our teacher, all of you, our entire community. So we should be back in person next week, as long as there's no other ice or snow event. So again, good morning to everyone. I haven't acknowledged yet. I've kind of lost track. I think Marty, hello, and Karen, Mary Jo, John, all of you. If I've missed somebody, I apologize. Geshe Gelik should be arriving any moment now. And I was just saying that if you can leave your camera on during the teaching and participate as though we are in the Gampa right in front of Geshe Gelik, that's wonderful. He will have his Zoom on gallery view. And so, you know, it's nice to be able to see his students. So if you can, have cameras on during the teaching. Hi, Karen. Hi, Giovanna. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's, there's two of you. Hi, Dawn. I don't think I said hi to you. Hi, Kate. Hi, Patty and Hamit. David. Such a nice, oh, here's Geshe-la. Yeah, oh, there he is. Good morning, Geshe-la. Tashi Delik. It's good to see you. Are you okay, Geshe-la? Oh, you muted yourself. There you go. Can you hear me okay, Geshe-la?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. I hear you too.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries. We're glad you're here.
Uh, yeah, so begin with prayer. Uh,
Okay, so we'll begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra 3 times. Te ata mune mune maha munae soha. Te ata mune mune maha munae soha. Te ata mune mune maha munae soha. And now the Medicine Buddha stanza and 7 recitations of the mantra. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to medicine Buddha lapis light. Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha Teata Om 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 Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha. And now let's say the four measurables 2 times in English, and we'll chant it once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Semchen Tam Che Je Wadam Dewe Gyudam Den Pargyur Chig. Excuse me. Ugnal Tang Dug Ngal Gi Gyudang Drel War Gyur Chig. Om Pe De, excuse me. Keshla
Drelwar cheek.
Ring Cha. Oh gosh.
Nidang away Tang Yam Lane Pargyur Chi.
Okay. Now the Chenrezig verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color.
Bring some water.
I'll take over for a second, Donna.
Thank you, Linda.
Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you, Chenrezig, all-seen one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme. And the green Tara verse of praise and mantra. Tara liberates from psychic existence. 2 Tara liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. 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 And now Geshe will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje Chodan Sonje
Jonam La, John
Dagi
Chubar, Dagni Kapsuchi,
Chunyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Penshir Sange Trupar Sho.
Sanje Chodan
Chuduk Soki Chognam La Jang Tu Bardu Dagdi Kapsuchi. Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Penshir Sange Trupar Sho.
Sanje Chodan
Soki Chognamla, John Bardu Dagi Kapsuchi, Dagi Chunyengi Pesanamgi, Rala and Shir Sange Drupar Sho.
Adam Mena Miyaji Omboda Jajana Chichi Chola Java Java Nama Saja Sora Rudo Chichi Devi Jo Deda Aje Abe Chunye Jine Dede Namo La Eke Dalu Dani Ringe Tipo Dada Mi Eke Nana Noa Kunja Nana Hido Damje Kendo Dake Chutendo Kage Tuze Nyeso Ne Tawa Damje Bombe Se Adambe Chunye Dede Mokwa Dada Chokse Oh yeah. I don't know. Good morning, Venerable Amula. Good morning. Good morning, Donna C. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Looks like you are about to fly, all of us, to the enlightenment all the way.
It's just so I can hear better.
Good morning, Elise. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Paul, Camden. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Jill, Lisa. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Panditji. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Marty, Paul. Both of you. Good morning, Giovanna. Karen, good morning. Oh, good morning, Venerable Lobsang Thamje. Good to see you. Good morning, Dr. Watkin. Good morning, John, CJ. Good morning, Nagarjuna, Arya Nagarjuna. Good morning, David. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Sienna. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, anybody who's watching on YouTube. Good morning, few invisible beings. Good to see you. I hope everybody's staying home. So I thought like today, maybe we should say one round of money mantra and dedicate it all the people who are like, devastated by wildfire in LA and also earthquake in Tibet. A lot of people lost their houses. So please join all your heart and we send our prayer and a positive thought in our prayer towards all those victims, okay? Say money mantra. one round, money mantra. Maybe we'll chant, first we'll chant, slowly chant 21 times we chant. So the rest we said silently, okay, for all these people whose life was very much impacted by natural disaster, okay? 这些马国工作刚做上这些，我那就突击进行中了是接着些了，超市路，超多可能就人家不懂，这多搞我上这看那个，就把接着些了，超市。哦妈呢，呗，哦，we all say together. Yeah. Maybe is the way to everybody can turn on their mic or no?
What happens, Gesla, is that it doesn't sound like we're all together, but we
Oh,
could try. If it gets too crazy, then we could stop.
yeah, I think sometimes crazy is good.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe turn on. So I think it's good to hear each other's voice, so then it's also a positive impact. If all my friends, if you don't mind, open your mic, turn on, then recite the mantra together, okay? Yeah, yeah, please go.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani
Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum.
Hum.
Om Mani
Mani Padme
Padme
Hum.
Hum. Om
Om
Mani
Mani Padme
Padme
Hum.
Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum.
Hum.
Mani Padme
Om
Hum.
Mani
Om Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum. Om
Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum. Padme Hum.
Om Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum.
Om
Om
Mani
Padme Hum.
Om Mani
Mani Padme
Hum.
Hum. Om
Om
Mani Padme Hum.
Om
Om
Mani
Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Oh my.
Om Padme Hum.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man, oh, you want the you don't know, there's a one of them, no one in the man. Yes, a long, man. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. And please continuously pray whenever you have time. continuously pray for those people who have been, lives have been affected by natural disaster. So, so, and then, Alhamdulillah, you have like the Islam Atisha's text, Lama Atisha's text that I've been teaching
Yes.
last Wednesday.
Yes,
Mm.
I guess I need to be co-host in order to share it, or let's see,
Just
I
go
can
share
get you there. Hang on one second.
or you can share it. Let's see.
I can share it, Venerable Lama.
Oh, you can share it? Okay, thank you.
So this is no text that I've been teaching last Wednesday. It's very beautiful. So maybe Tibetan, please, Tibetan.
Oh, I don't have Tibetan.
Oh, so let's go. Hold 1 second. I may have a Tibetan version. Meanwhile, please short meditate. Okay, meditate short meditations. The group. So I'll go and get my text. Hopefully, I have the text.
Bitu, do you have a question or a comment? I see that your hand is raised. Hello. Bitu, if I'm saying your name correctly, I'm sorry if I'm not. I will ask Geshe your question when he gets back.
Oh, sorry. So it took a little while.
That's okay, Geshe. We have a quick question. So a student wants to know, who is Nagarjuna?
Nagarjuna is Gila's uncle,
Whose uncle?
my uncle. Nagarjuna is Indian master Arya Nagarjuna, who like spread the Mayana teaching. Nagarjuna and Arya Asanga, two of them. Nagarjuna, who's like after the Buddha's past nirvana, I think was born after 400 years after Buddha was passed away. Nagarjuna was born. So then uh, emphasize on Mahayana teachings and spread the Mahayana teaching. Then after that 900 years, then Arya Asanga was born. So then he also like explained part of the Mahayana teaching based on like mind-only systems. The Indian master, it's Indian master, okay, very Nagarjuna, like profound lineage. Maitreya Buddha to Manjushri, Manjushri to Nagarjuna, so that's called profound lineage. Then there's a method lineage, Maitreya Buddha to Arya Asanga, Manjushri, then Arya Asanga, that's called method lineage. There's two different lineages. So then one of our friends here sounds like Nagarjuna, so I teach call her Nagarjuna. So yeah. Could be. So today I want to teach you this beautiful text. This text is composed by Lama Atisha. Some of you probably heard many times Lama Atisha. What is the name of the text called? Title? Let's go. Maybe I will explain. Let me jog the papers. When Lama Atisha came to Tibet, Lama Atisha came to Tibet to reestablish Buddha Dharma back in Tibet. So then Lama Atisha has a big responsibility. Back in India, he has big responsibility to run the Kamal Nashila, that monastery, like Mayana University, the monastery. Is responsible for running that name of the monastery called Bir Kamal Lashila. I think like so then he got permission to go to Tibet short period of time to teach Dharma there because Lama who invited Lama Atisha is called Changchup, there's a name. And like he went through a lot of physical problems and finally managed to get the gold size of the human head. So then sent their gold with the delegations to invite Lama Atisha to Tibet. I think eventually that Lama Chanchu ended up in prison because at that time Tibet has many kingdoms, many small kingdoms. It's not just one, many small kingdoms. So they don't get along very well. Even then, the kings are not getting very along very well. So eventually he was imprisoned looking for gold, then like end up in the prison. Anyway, so Lama Adisha came to Tibet through a place called Ngari. So that's the one now recent earthquake devastated, hit very hard in that region called Ngari, very close to Nepal. Ngari, central Tibet, very close to Nepal. So that region was very like hard hit by this recent earthquake. This region was very hit quite hard. So the Lama Adisha, the Lama Adisha came to Tibet through Nepal. Then the Ngari is very close to Nepal. Nowadays, if you probably you can get there by vehicle like 4 or 5 hours. Now there's road has been built, but there's border, of course, the road has been built. Now you can go. So Lama Adisha time, there's no road, probably they either walk or ride a horse or something. At that time, there's hardly any road. Maybe there's some small like gravel road, like for merchants bringing goods back and forth, like by on horse. So the Lama Adisha stay in the Ngari 2 years, then give a lot of teaching to Chanju, who invited Lama Adisha back to Tibet. He was there, then together with many people, the Lama Adisha give them many teachings. So then after, when Lama Adisha maybe now felt, okay, now he needs to go back to India to run that monastery, big responsibility. So then Chanju again requests, please could you give a little more teachings? The Lama teacher told him, that's enough now, enough, because we give teaching to you, that's enough. Lama, the Pandit teacher told him, that's enough now. Then he requests again, can you please give few more teachings? Then Lama teacher taught this particular text. Second request, then Lama teacher taught this text. Because he requested 2 times, then Lama teacher eventually not able to say no, then taught this. So this is so now what is the name of the text? Shaldam means orally taught. It's not just right, sent it to him. It's not like Lama Adisha just taught, orally taught right there. Or Shaldam, that's what the meaning. Shaldam means all taught. Third, Pave Ningnos, third. And I did make some correction on the title last Wednesday. Samula, you have the text. Can you say the title of the text? I did make some correction there.
Heart treasure for the courageous who long for liberation.
Okay, very good. What I did correction, my correction was courageous instead of warrior. Warrior sounds like, it's in English they translate warrior. Then I switched to, not switch, it's like more like courageous rather than warrior. No? Can you repeat one more time the title of the text for the sake of knowledge? Then people have name correctly.
Heart treasure for the courageous who long for liberation.
Okay. Can you repeat one more time, please? Make sure people hear correctly.
Heart treasure for the courageous who long for liberation.
Mhm.
And Geshe-la, this is Linda. I did put the link to this text
Oh,
in the
very good.
chat.
Okay. So third, long for liberation. Third, pawe. So that's courageous. Ning nor, ning, heart, literally heart, nor treasure, heart treasure. So that's the name of the text. Lama Desha taught to Chanju after his second request. First Lama Desha said, oh, then you got enough teaching. Then he requests again, then that's taught the teaching, okay? So now the teaching starts like Emma Ho. So that is like divine language, Emma Ho. Emma Ho, you see in the text. It seems like, wow, amazing. In the divine language, not human language, divine language, Emma Ho. Emma Ho, Allah la ho, Allah la ho, there's a kind of like happy sound or like accomplish something good, Allah la ho. So this is all divine language, so not human or Emma ho. No? So then, Alhamdulillah, can you read this first stanza in English?
Yes. How wondrous, dear friends of high knowledge and pure noble intent, though I, a trifling and unintelligent man, am unfit to give you advice, precious supreme friends, more dear than my heart itself, you entreat me thus. And so I, this foolish little man, offer these thoughts to your noble minds.
Back then, that is called homage. Homage. I think the word emaho here, like amazing, wow, probably refers to Chanju, who requested teaching 2 times, even though he received teachings, 2 years worth of teachings from Lama Atisha. Still not much, not no, still want to hear more. But the Emaho that probably like refers to his the way Lama Chanju requested him to teach for Emaho. So kind of like amazing, wonderful, something like that. So then in like back then you like what you call you practice humility, how you say
Humility,
you practice you trying to be
humble.
humble.
Yeah.
You don't like this is the one big difference now and then. Now if you know this much, you need to tell you know this much. So you need to especially when you go to interview, you know this much. You need to say you know this much, maybe to get the job, or you basically need to say their knowledge is very much hidden. Then nobody really say how much they know. If you say, "Can you teach me?" Still now in the monastery, and can you teach? They say, "Oh, I don't know how to teach." They don't doesn't mean they don't know. They do know, but they are testing. Are you asking me just out of curiosity, or just wondering, or maybe you have really interested in the teaching? So that's why there is Buddhism. There's no preachers. There's no preacher. The Buddhism don't preach. You have to request teaching. There's no preacher there. There's no preachers. So that's the reason. Interest has to come from the person. You can't just force something people don't want to hear. Therefore, there's no preacher. In Buddhism, we don't preach. We have to request. First time, more likely, we say a person will say, "No, I don't know how to teach." I will come up with some excuse. Second time, come up with some excuse. Third time, then person realize you are serious. Now you're asking 3 times. That means you are serious, not just curious or wondering. You really want to learn. So then they give you. So anyway, so that's like trying to, as you don't brag your knowledge, you don't advertise your knowledge, you very much hidden inside, or practicing humble. 다 좋다 chanju mato padu lama gwebe shinye tamba tes chota means all my friends. Talk friends, talk time means friends, plural. Chanju enlightenment, mato means till you achieve enlightenment, you need teacher. Shinye tamba, lama gwebe shinye tamba tes. You need a teacher, therefore you find one. Then, some of you already know in Lama Atish is the one who taught Lamrim. Lamrim. Lam is the path, stages the path. Lamrim, the step by step. So that in the very the very first topic in Lamrim, that's called Guru devotions. It's quite important in Buddhism because here every knowledge that we have now, every knowledge. Oh, Sheila. Oh, long time no see, Ninja. Where is it? How are you? Oh, Ninja.
I am doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Oh, good to see you, Ninja.
Good to see you too. I miss everyone.
So, Ninja. So, everything that we learn, including myself, when I was 7 years old, when I went to the monastery, when I was 7 years old, I know nothing. I even don't know how to read Tibetan properly. So now I never read this Lama Atisha text before. Now I can explain. This is all credit, all the credit go to my teacher taught me how to read, write. So now I am able to read and write. So this credit go to my teacher. Every knowledge that you have, whether there's like knowledge about history, uh, literacy, reading, writing, most of them come from teacher. So teacher plays very important role in our knowledge, whether there's like secular knowledge or like spiritual knowledge, is all comes from teacher. So therefore, in Buddhism, this knowledge is not just knowledge, it's knowledge is for liberate yourself, completely liberate yourself from samsara and from all the suffering. And also not just that, and help other to be liberated, and or maybe best to achieve full enlightenment. It's like that's all of that knowledge. And of course, some teachers have experience, some teachers have no experience, but everything that you learn, for me, everything that I learned, not just read, write, cooking, everything I learned in monastery. So all the credit go to the communities and all my teachers. I have like 17 teachers. Out of them now, only 2 of them are alive. Most of them already passed away. But still connected, mentally very much connected, especially when you do the practice, mentally very much connected. So that's very important, to have good relationship with your teachers, whom you receive so much knowledge, and now it's helping you to get yeah, the little practice that you do day-to-day life is all the credit, basically go to your teacher, who taught us, who being your role model, like, and sometimes when I get lazy, I remember one of my teachers, he's like 80 something, like the way he meditate. So I saw many times when I walk into his room, he even noticed if I open all kind of door, make all kind of noise, he even noticed you're there. That much, concentration. He's been meditating like, and when I remember that, it kind of inspired me. Oh, maybe I should walk a little bit harder to get too lazy. And that, oh. So then who said, Lama Atisha saying this, Thokta, all my friend, till you achieve full enlightenment, you need a teacher. Therefore, find one and make, like, have good relationship with your teacher, teacher. And there, if you wonder what is all this about, Guru devotions, why it's so important, please read Lamrim, Liberation in the Palm of Your Hand, that's composed by Pumanga Rinpoche. So liberation in the palm of your hand. It is in your hand. The title of the text. So there's a detailed explanation about Guru devotion. Okay, through the reference. Niluk mato pardo tuba gwebe lame damga news. Niluk. So I also make some change there too. Niluk here. Niluk. This is another word for shunyata. Shunyata. No, ultimate truth. English, say emptiness, ultimate truth. Nilu mato till you see true nature or ultimate nature of self, everything else. Tuba you need knowledge. Therefore, listen to teachings. La me damwa news. Damwa instructions. Name is listen. Listen instructions or teachings. Nilu mato. So otherwise, meditations. In order to do the meditations, you do need knowledge. Without knowledge, then meditating, sometimes I jokingly say like chicken meditations, that's exactly chicken meat is going to be, you just sit there like chicken and like nothing happening here. Just sit or maybe face to the wall or maybe try to think nothing. So here, Buddhism is all about liberations. It's about freedom from suffering. That's what Buddhism is for. You to completely free from all this cycle of death, birth, aging, sicknesses. Make sure you don't need to go this through again. How to break the cycles. So that's what Buddhism is all about: individual liberation and ultimately enlightenment. So therefore, need knowledge. Okay. Otherwise, tuba maybe gumjins. Tuba maybe gumjin is meditator without knowledge. Meditator without knowledge. Make sense? Tuba maybe gumjin. Meditator without knowledge. Laudum tells us about this. Persons trying to climb the mountain who has no hand, was trying to climb, but it's impossible. How you going to climb? Because you have no leg to. So like that. So that is analogy for someone who's meditating, no knowledge. So then, of course, in order to understand shunyata, ultimate truth, you do need knowledge. So therefore, you need to listen to Lama. Like Lama doesn't have to be Lama or like teacher who can teach you, him or her. So you need to listen. So that person also needs to be educated somewhere, in the institutions. Authentic institution needs to be educated or studied. Otherwise, what is the risk? What I teach here, I teach Dharma, Buddha Dharma. I don't make things up and I don't create. There's nothing's new to say. It's everything that's been said 2,500 years ago, said after they repeatedly said by different master. I'm just here repeating what they said and what I learned, and that's repeating. There's one important thing to remember. Everybody, we all like this text composed by Shantideva, Master Shantideva, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. In the very beginning of the text, what Shantideva, Master Shantideva said, and I don't remember the word, but I only remember the meaning. Lama Master Shantideva said, if somebody looking for poetry way of writing, then if you read my book, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, you came to the wrong place. I have no poetry. There's no poetry writing. If you are looking for something new to read my book, there's nothing new. I have nothing to say. Everything's been said. Or those people who read my book will not get benefited. If you are like me, so then mainly Lama Master Shantideva said, I wrote these books to help myself. If somebody out there like me, then you will get benefited reading this book. Oh, same here. Oh, So the teaching, so that's an analogy. Person trying to climb the mountain without limb is similar like person who was meditating without knowledge. Similar, no? Because knowledge is Tambo Jaje Tuba Mount cells. When probably some of you heard Lama Tsongkhapa, great Tibetan master. So his whole life or legacy or life story summarized into one stanza, kind of explain Lama Tsongkhapa's life. Tambo Jaje Tuba Mount cells. In the very beginning, Lama Tsongkhapa learned and like had like 160 16 teachers from all different lineage. Sakya, Nyingma, Kaju, all traditions. Lama Tsongkhapa learned so much, learn everything, that all the texts that, like composed by all the Pandit from Nalanda Monastery, Lama Atisha teacher, Lama Tsongkhapa learned Tambu Jajin to mountain cells in the beginning. Learn how to shunu tamje dambashas. And in the middle, the Lama Tsongkhapa, all this knowledge become quintessential instruction. Lama Tsongkhapa see them as a quintessential instructions, not just knowledge. In the middle, Tambo Jajen to Pado Shunu, Tamanyense Kundu Nyamsulang. Then at the end, Lama Tsongkhapa implemented all of them day in night, implemented means integrate into practice. And Lama Tsongkhapa dedicate all their merit to spread the Dharma every corner of the world. No? Tamanyense Kunja Tempa Jibe Chudungos. No, so the teaching, that's the one that benefits teachings, like teaching is same like giving fish or teaching how to fish. There's two different things. Knowledge liberates, wisdom liberates, wisdom. Not just, liberation is not just by mere faith. Faith is necessary, but just faith is not enough. You need knowledge to liberate. So therefore, knowledge is very important, is much more important than faith. Wisdom is much more important than faith. Then wisdom with faith, even much better. Wisdom with faith, even better, stronger. Otherwise, just faith will not guarantee need knowledge, but just knowledge is kind of hard. You need both. Let me tell you one example. If you don't have faith, it's very hard. I'm not asking you to believe. I'm just telling you. I'm not asking you to believe. I'm just telling you. And you have this marvelous brain. You analyze, okay? You analyze and find out the truth. I'm just, saying here something that's been said. I'm not just made this up, something that's been said. Tuba maybe because Teba maybe minamla kabishona michetes. It's very, very hard to do something good if you have no faith. I'm not asking you to believe, just think. That's what it says. Teba maybe minamla kabishona michetes. It's very hard to do something positive if you don't have faith. And the person who ever wrote it says again, goes the two lines. Sabe me sikbalas. The seed that's burned will never produce sprout.
Sprout.
Seed that's been burned will never produce sprout. Our heart become like seed that's been burned, and nothing good comes out of that. It's burned. Same like no faith. Not having a faith in yourself, not having a faith in teachings, not having faith in liberations. Oh, I don't think I can be liberated. I don't believe I can get enlightened. It's your problem. It's not the real. It's not the truth. It's the problem in the mind. You don't believe. So therefore, growing is become like our heart become like hot desert. Nothing will grow. So faith is necessary. It's necessary. Okay, teba maybe minala kabishona mijede. Sabe mi tsibola nigung buchishonos. Should not wonder why that seed is not producing sprout, because that seed was clearly burned. You wonder why the seed was burned. They're similar. Not having a faith is very hard to do something good will grow within our heart because there's no faith. Okay, both of them are important. So therefore needs knowledge. If you look at I explained this many times. If you look at the six perfection, practice of six perfections, bodhisattva, sometimes it's called bodhisattva deed, is the same as bodhisattva practice. Bodhisattva deed and bodhisattva practice in this context is the same thing. Same thing is not different. Same thing. So what are the bodhisattva practice? It's called six perfections. Six perfections. When you look at the last perfections, it's the perfection of wisdom. Wisdom liberates. Knowledge. Or like, for example, like problems, having a problem not to use this, not to get the best out of this computer, and just sit there, just pray. It's not going to help. Need to learn how to use. That can be, you can overcome these problems by learning how to use. That's why it took a little long at the beginning of the class. Problem of signing into Zoom. the, the knowledge liberated me after a few minutes. Same thing, okay? Knowledge. Wisdom is the byproduct of knowledge. Wisdom generated by listening. Wisdom generated by listening. Wisdom generated by thinking a little deeper. Then wisdom generated by concentrating, deeper wisdom. So then that's how you liberate. That's how the liberation is possible. Okay, wisdom. So therefore, knowledge is very important. And when you look at the beginning of Lamrim, there's detailed explanations, importance of knowledge. Please read importance of knowledge, there's detailed explanation. The second line, Chöni Sheba Tsamji Sami Jave Shebe Mijo Nyamsolos. Second line, can you read, Tamula?
You won't become Buddhas through mere knowledge of the Dharma. Knowledge is not enough. You must practice. Avoid place.
But there's only one line. So see, like, I'm not thinking that, I'm not saying that you are thinking like that. I've been teaching here at the center, how many years? 26 now, almost 26 years I've been teaching. So I'm not saying that you are thinking like that. If you are, oh, what is new today? There is no new. There's nothing new to say. That's not new. If somebody asks me, Gishila, do you do prayers? Yeah, I've been doing prayer like seriously, not like, when I was 7 years old, there's no choice. You have to do prayers at the monastery because that's what everybody does. You have no choice. Many years I've done that because simply you are there. So maybe my understanding is not that good. After 20s, so then till now, I did prayers, with some understanding and with interest. Are you doing something new every day? No, I'm not doing something new every day. I'm doing the same thing every single day, last 40 years, same thing. No new thing, same thing. Even then, it's hard to integrate. Idea is to hopefully it will sink into my heart. Whatever I say every day, whatever you call prayer, is actual teachings, then hoping that all this message sink into, synchronize into my heart. So then I probably have some kind of, experience or realization. It's hard. So the same thing is the same thing. So what I'm saying is all my friends, including myself, we should not think, oh, what's new? There's nothing new. Whatever you learn, you just do it again, till you get some experience, till you see, oh, like Lama Tsongkhapa, all this I learned. So now I see, these are like, I kind of eventually see this is all like critical instructions. Before I just see them as knowledge. Now it's more deeper. It's like instructions. It's like quintessential instructions. So then slowly, so you every day you implement little bit. So now you really not just knowledge. Now you have experience. You have experience. So then when that experience get deep, so then it's called realizations. Realizations. Okay. Oh, let's go. How much time do you have?
We have half an hour, 25 minutes.
Oh, very good. So then I think like there is answer. Every problem we human go through, every problem we experience, all the answer is how to prevent and how to liberate. Everything's there, but the problem is not lack of knowledge, lack of implementations, lack of applications. That's what's lacking. It's not there's no answer. There is answer. All of this answer there, but what's lacking is applications. Implement. Not able to integrate in our day-to-day life. So that's what is lacking. Okay, so it's important to understand. It's important to understand. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame somebody else. So if you are very serious, you can liberate. Very true. It's not just having a knowledge doesn't guarantee need to integrate, implement. Just knowing how to make a pizza is not guarantee you are going to have pizza. Make sense? Yeah. If you want pizza, you have to use your knowledge how to bake them. You already learn how to bake them. Now you need to implement. Then you are going to have pizza. So that's like that. That's exactly what integration application means. You learn how to make pizza, then you never make one. Then always want to eat one, but never make one, and know how to make one, but never make one. So like that. When you start to make one, then you are implementing the knowledge about how to make pizza. Same thing here, same thing. Practice. So then, what the Master Shanti, the same point, different way of saying what Master Shanti Deva said into guide to Buddhism way of life. Sixam jebe chishipes, just saying the word does not much benefit. Sixam jebe chishipes. Luigi dida cheparchas need to implement, need to practice. And this like analogy that related to the medications. Actually, the Shanti they were using this analogy for medications. So what Shanti was saying is like just reading prescriptions, Don't fool yourself. You are going to heal simply reading the prescriptions, but not taking the medications. Don't fool yourself. Oh, I'm going to heal. I'm going to just read one in the morning with the food, one in the afternoon, one in the evening with the water or something, and hoping to heal. That's just fooling yourself. Reading the prescriptions, not taking the medications, hoping to heal. Don't do that. Even reading prescriptions to the patients, you think it will heal the patients by simply reading the prescription, take one in the morning, take one in the afternoon? No, that's instructions. So if the patients follow the instructions, take the medication, maybe there's better chance the patient might get healed. But somebody's reading, nurse or doctor reading the prescription to the patients, that's not how the patient is going to heal. Similarly, Buddha reading, I'm reading, you are reading Shantideva text, I'm now reading to you this Shantideva text, trying to explain, sorry, Lama Adesha text, trying to explain, just reading, that's not going to liberate you. If you implement, so then it's going to liberate you day by day, not like, no, not right away, but day by day. Oh, so that's what Shanti, there was the same thing, different way of saying. Luigi did that job as a citizen, major love never dollar pendulums. So that's just please, remember that need to, yeah, something needs to heal, that needs to be admit. There's a lot of healing needs to be done. Don't pretend that you are completely fine, and we are not fine. From the Buddhist point of view, each and every human, we are not fine. We have a lot of complications. We are not perfect. We have difficulties. So there are a lot of healing. Liberation is very much needed. Freedom is very much needed. Fully enlightenment that you deserve, so then you work for that. So it's important to remember, it's important to to admit there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. Really needs to be done. So the way to heal, don't just fool yourself. That physicians or nurse or simply somebody else, your friend, will reading the prescriptions without taking medications, and they also hoping nurse, doctors, hoping the patient is going to heal by simply reading prescriptions. I don't think that they have any false hope. They don't have false hope. So they do know you need to take the medications. But from your side, or just hearing the prescriptions is going to heal, that's the wrong idea. It's never going to be healed. So need to take the medication. Meaning here, practice. Okay, practice. So now the one more line, then I'll stop. Semla nebi yutangs, haksing tado gewa desap pesa deus. Semla nebi use object that's kind of harmful to your mind. Object that's kind of harmful for your mind. Passing distance from the object that's kind of like disturbing your mind. Go to some place where positive mind increase. Okay, so what you call here, like say, we are taking some space, taking some time, space. That's exactly what it means, taking times. Nobody takes times when you have a good time. People say when they have difficult times. And also, unless you build this strong armor around your life, meaning practice. Your practice is so good, so strong, no need to go anywhere. Even though the person is very hard to be around, you are going to be fine. You don't need to go away. You don't need distance. Maybe present of that person maybe greatly benefit your practice because your practice very strong. So you see it's a blessing. You see it's like opportunity to increase your patience, opportunity to increase your bodhicitta, opportunity to increase your compassion, loving kindness, all of that. until then, it's not good to stick with the object that's kind of disturb your mind. And and one of the other Kadampa master, as I said, same meaning, different way of saying. Yungye pangbe nimo rimjidi. Yungye undesirable object. Pang means abandon. Abandoning undesirable object. You will be much better off rather than sticking with that, then trying to apply antidote. It's very difficult. It's not easy for the beginner. For the beginner, so in the West, you say, oh, some space is needed. You, to me, to take some break, think. Mainly think means like meditation. Meditations. It's not different. Thinking is not different than meditations. What you're thinking is how to compromise, like compromise or maybe give and take, something to sacrifice, something to maybe come to the common ground, or maybe thinking requires some time. Can't think if you are in each other's face constantly like this, can't think. So that's what needs some breaks. So then, like for the good down the road, for greater good, temporarily it's kind of like taking time then thinking. So that's like that was the similar maybe Yuda Tasi Tadu Gyawa Pesa, there's some place where you can think something positive, think something positively. Something positive, maybe no, think something positive. Okay. You pangbe nimorim jindes. You pangbe nimorim jindes. If you avoid, abandon the undesirable object, so then the disturbing thought will die down slowly. Rimjidib. Slowly, disturbing thought will die down. So that's one of the Kadampa masters said, not here, other master, but the same, here did the same route. Similar neve, you tang, tasing tadu giwa pesadus. Tadu giwa pesadus. So, then another Kadampa master, same, I think same origin here. Mambu nandu ngalatas. When you are in the public, you should be aware of your mouth. Mouth. What comes out from your mouth, need to be more mindful. When you by yourself, watch your mind. When you are yourself, then you watch your mind. That's meditations. Both of them are good, great meditations. Oh. Mm. And one more, not here. I think Vasubandhu, treasure of knowledge. Abhidharma Kosha, Vasubandhu. How we get mentally disturbed, how we get mentally disturbed, irritate, annoy, the anger, how is anger,
Anger or angry.
angry, all of that, all of that. So it's very important to understand. Don't just think, oh, it just happened. Nothing just happened. Everything has process. Okay, so we need to be more smart. Everything needs to be processed. We need to understand the process. Why we get irritated, why we get so annoyed, why we get so irritated, why we get so angry, why there's a reason. There's a reason. It's not because you are bad. That's not the reason. Not because somebody else is bad. That's not the reason. We are totally misunderstanding the reason. The reason is first you analyze yourself. Are you free from delusion? What's your answer? No. Warning sign. What is it called? In the shop, they put like the yellow things, what you cautious? What do you call? Huh?
Caution sign.
Yeah, there's first caution sign. You ask questions, are you free from delusions? If the answer is no, need to put one sign, caution sign. So need to see that. Top of that, object close by, object close by. object you don't really get along, you don't really like, you wish is not there, but object close by. Second cautious sign, object close by. Then your perceptions, your interpretations, your perceptions of the situation, of the persons, driven by all kind of input, all kind of, like thinking or mindset. The worst one. Your perception, your projections, your interpretations of the object, that complete the conditions for delusions to rise. That complete the conditions to delusions to rise. You're interpreting your perception, your projections, you believe, then you get angry, you get jealous, you get irritated, you get annoyed, you get very annoyed, you get very angry. So therefore, now there's like always, there's every day, there's cautious sign every day. You need to be mindful. It's not just go through process. Now, first of all, I have to be mindful. I have to be careful because I'm not free from delusions. There's always risk that delusion may get rise, When you get rise, then you feel hopeless. There's nothing really much you can do, unless you've been practicing so hard. Otherwise, in the beginning, if you are aware, oh, I'm not free from delusion, there's always potentials that my delusion can rise like this immediately, If you be mindful, it's much better for you. It's much better for your peace of mind. Now walking around, remembering that I'm not free from delusion, walking around, remembering I'm not free from delusions, you'll be more careful. When you see somebody that you don't like, somebody say something you don't like to hear, somebody doing something, moving something you don't like to be moved, all kinds of things, then you see the object close by and you realize that you are not free from delusions. Top of that, now what you're seeing is not really that you like to see or hear or smell or taste. Then you are still mindful. Then you may not project, you may not interpret it, that is, like as take the things out of proportions, like making it bigger, like, see the baby sees things without projections, without interpretation, without projections, without stories. They see the things without projections, or maybe less projections. We hardly see things without projections. It's not good. Why is not good? Because we end up believing what we project. If you project, oh, this is like everyone's enlightened beings, everyone deserves happiness. If you project like that, that's good, but we don't. Our projections usually is not, unfortunately, it's not, sometimes it's like neutral, but most of the time it's good to see things without projection, things as they are without projections. So then there will be less risk. Not free from the first cautious sign, not free from delusion. Second, object close by. Third, projections. You are still mindful. More likely, you are not going to project anything. And delusion will not rise. Why? Because the conditions are not complete. The conditions are not complete, the delusion to rise, because you prevented that. There's no first condition is not there, second conditions, third projections is not there, because you realize, you're aware that you are not free from delusions, you're more mindful. So your peace of mind is protected, okay? Like that. Shanti Vasu Bandhu, Treasure of Knowledge, Abhidharma Kosha, chapter number, I think it has 8 chapters. 8 chapters. I think chapter number 5, if you read the root text, chapter number 5, then what I said, you will find there, chapter number 5, how the delusion rise. So then why is continue? Why is continue? Like why I become irritated all the time? Why is I get annoyed so easy all the why I get angry all the time? Oh, again, same in the I think Sisashin Guru Yoga practice in that clearly mentioned. Nimi mitas, not seeing is something bad. It's not seeing, oh, getting angry, it's not bad. Not seeing it is a bad, not seeing that it is a bad. That's the beginning of continuation. What do you call perpetuate? Perpetuate?
Perpetuate.
Yeah. How? Why perpetuate? Oh, not seeing is a fault. Nimimida. Children malo have no desire to overcome. Not desire to overcome. Meaning continues, kind of like enjoying. Unfortunately, like cursing, kind of enjoy. Can't continue. Nimimida. Children then doing it happily, joyfully. So that's why things continues. You can't stop now. It's become more like habit, or like metal chain, hard to break. Kind of heavy. It's hard to break. It's become like that. It's hard to break. So so all my friends, including myself, so that's why we are here. We are trying to liberate ourselves from all the problems for good. Not just for yourself and working for each and every living being out there who don't know how to do. And that's our mission. Okay, so not to look down, liberate. Give yourself freedom, complete freedom. Not give pain, then there's no meaning. There's no life. If you're giving pain to yourself, there's no meaning. Life has no meaning. That life is wasted. That precious life is wasted. If you're thinking to give yourself freedom, enlightenment, oh, life has meaning. So when you're learning how to do that, so now you understand, oh, this life is precious, human life. This life is precious because I'm able to learn how to do that, okay? It's all about giving ultimate relief from all the suffering for good. That must be the motivations, everyday motivations that I'm going to give to myself ultimate relief. And not just that, then I'm also hoping to help other beings, give them also ultimate relief from all these problems. So that should be the motivation for our studying, meditations, practice, all of that, okay? Well, thank you very much. So then, good to see all of you. So, and please stay warm. So then see you next Sunday. Yeah, namaste. I think now time is over. Yeah.
Okay, we'll begin with the dedication verses from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Long prayer for His Holiness, in the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Lozang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Prayer for Geshe Gelik's long life. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. The shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And for Geshe Sangpo, you who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart. You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And 7 green Tara mantras to benefit all beings. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
So-
you,
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Thank
Geshe-la.
Geshe-la.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you,
Thank
Linda.
you.
Thank you, Marcelo, Fana,
Did you check, Ursula?
Patagonia. Stay home. Okay. Oh, yeah. See.
Gracias. Gracias, Geshe-la.
Oh, gracias. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know how to turn it off. So.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Bye.
Thank you.